What's happening, big man?
What's happening? What's happening, Troops?
We're a bunch of fucking Zoomers tonight.
Why is it flashing on or like to different people?
Oh no, don't start.
Swipe right, swipe left. Jasper, swipe left.
It's no
Oh,
time.
there we go, there we go. Guys, how you doing? Sexy.
Well, welcome to the Mon Blether.
I'm rusting. My face is beat right. I'm finished football, rushed about, and now here we go.
Here we go. We've got you for an hour.
This is a bit weird, not sitting in the same room. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
It's so
devastated.
strange.
But listen, I'll come through and do another one.
Aye, definitely.
So I'm just definitely Fraser. You're the top right.
I'm the top right eye.
What's happening, mate? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
What other one would they be? What other one would they be? You fucking know who I am, huh? You know who Paula is. Who the fuck else is going to be Fraser, mate? Come on.
It's my beautiful
No,
looks
you
that kind
never know. This could be. You never know. Paul, you don't know what's happening here. Anyway, what's happening? What is up to? What's the plan? What we're talking about? Who's got the biggest banger?
Talking about you.
That's not a competition, mate.
I know it's
We
definitely.
know you've got the biggest banger.
Oh, aye.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
naughty.
Yeah,
Jasper,
we've
do you
got-
know what? You're missing out. Normally when we record, you would have been on a bed with Paul tonight.
I normally I'm on the bed.
I've heard.
With you.
Listen, mate, I was excited about that when I first got told that I would have been sharing a bed with you, and I thought to myself, "Did I slip a finger up his hip? What did I do? I didn't know how to act. Like, I don't know
I
if it was come down.
I prefer two.
See, I was
One
thinking
Disney
that,
cut
but
anymore.
I've got a ring on the other hand, so I thought, yes.
So you were away playing football?
I had football training before work, and then I had to blag. And I says to the man, I says, listen, I've got a really important Zoom call here, but it's for the radio, so is there any chance you could just do a wee bit of work and I have to sit here and speak to them?
That's excellent. I love that.
I'm skiving for the podcast. I'm enjoying this, by the way.
It's all for a good cause.
Oh, aye.
Exactly.
I could get used to this. I'm not going to lie. Looking at
You could
myself,
what?
it's just I could really get used to this Zoom call stuff because I get to see myself.
Oh, God.
Here we
It's
go.
weird looking at yourself. It's mad, like looking at yourself and then flicking your hair and then licking your lips and going, rawr.
Ladies, welcome to the podcast, ladies.
All together. Rawr.
Wait
No,
till you see.
every single week I need to put up with this with you, Paul.
Wait till you see the viewings that we get on this one because they can see me. Like every other one, they can only hear us, but they can actually see me. And Jasper's here as well.
See when I'm
Yeah, but
talking
you
to
and
the girls?
Fraser, Paula have got decent lighting. I'm in pitch black, mate. Like, I'm one of the guys that look like you're looking in a window, and I'm one of the, if you put your head in the window, I'm like, who's that creepy bastard looking in my window? That's what I look like. Just one of the wee, hello, you.
Pete and Tom in the bottom corner.
Oh, what? It's fucking scary. But yeah,
Right, big man. Let's talk about your journey for TikTok. So how did it start?
well, I used to do videos like on there used to be Vine, all these daft apps, like was it mashups, all the stupid wee apps. And before TikTok, I used to do Facebook videos. I used to act like a traveller, Macati. That's what I named myself. So I used to bounce about in tight pants and boxing gloves, or just like high vis vests, and just they call it travellers. You just have a laugh at them. They pretend like just imitating the travellers how they speak when a gypsy wants to fight somebody. So I've always done stupid videos, mate. And it was one time with my son. He came out the house. I was picking him up. He went, Dad, have you heard the TikTok? I was like, TikTok? I said, no, I didn't know what I thought you meant Tic Tac at first, like the sweets. Can they mean Tic Tac? I was like, Tic Tac. I said, no, TikTok. He said, no, it's an app. So then I says to my ex, like the kid's mum, she was like, remember I'm at the time before you have that? I says, that's all right, because I had Vine in that. I said, I'll maybe smash it. I'll get on that and see what it's about. And then I did it when the lockdown carry on was happening. And I thought, this is brilliant. This is quite like funny. And then it just went on for there. And then the people, but now TikTok's not really a big thing now. It's the people that I've met. Like, I feel blessed that I'm downloaded that, but now the people that I've got to meet through that app, I'm like, wow, I never expected that.
Yeah, because it's going to
Right,
turn
obviously,
into...
me being your favourite, Jasper.
The ones that I meet, everyone I meet is all my favourite.
Ah,
Oh, to be nice there.
Yeah. Spreading it like butter, mate. Spreading it like butter.
True professional.
Aye,
Right.
I know, and like all the females love you. They all love you. Like the amount of times that they all say to me, "Oh, I wish I had big Jasper." "Oh, have you talked to Jasper?" "Oh, I love Jasper."
And I don't know, like, I've never seen
It's
Edinburgh.
not just the girls.
It's not the
True.
same. Like, Edinburgh's, I don't know, the way through the West is the part's different class. Edinburgh, I'm not saying anything's bad, but they didn't, it's not like the big on TikTok here. And obviously, they didn't like you didn't walk about the street and go, "Oh my God, that's a guy for TikTok." Like, because you do kind of get, see, we kids about, like, they always say, "All right, Jasper, you do TikTok." And I like speaking to them because they're all, like, they're like, "Oh," like, and the mums and dads are like, "Oh, my kid watches you on TikTok." And I'm like, good or bad, because some of the content can be about, with the grey shorts and that. I was like, fucking hell, you could seen that. So I was like, no, damn it. So I basically was having a laugh, and so now I'm basically calling myself Mr. Tumble Edinburgh.
Aye. Jasper, do your kids have TikTok?
No, they didn't have an account.
Right.
They have,
Well,
that.
my daughter's on TikTok. She's 10. And you've seen my videos. So you used to hear the call. She phoned me she'd actually messaged me on WhatsApp, and she had put that Romeo and Juliet video, the one that kept getting taken down. She put that into the app, and she just sent big angry faces with question marks. What? And then a big why? And I phoned her, and she's like, "Dad, read the comments." I'm like, "It's just an innocent dancing video. Read the comments. Get it deleted."
But also, I mean, Paul's daughter also made up a video. The one when it's like, "You can't hurt me, I'm bulletproof," and basically Paul's daughter made a video saying, "You can't hurt me, my dad's daughter's daughter of fish."
We had the one that, because I've had 3 accounts. My very first one got Thanos right away, boom. The second one was the main one now, and obviously I done a dancing video with Asda with the kids, and that just, like, I was only just a stupid slid along the flare with my kids dancing, and that blew up. And I was like, fucking that blowing up for? But it seems my content with the kids seems to go a wee bit further than what my other stuff does.
Well, I don't want to talk about how many accounts we've had to open up, and I'm not having that conversation.
That's never changed.
Only one for me.
Well, I've had 2 accounts. My main account banned for lies for nudity. My backup account banned for lies for nudity. My backup account get totally Thanos the other day, and I'm now on account number 4.
Is that what that was it called? Moan the Blether?
Moan Blether, aye.
Because that's what our podcast's called.
I didn't even realise that was what that was for. You Thanos the game. Mate, I don't understand why TikTok is doing that. Like, the content you've got, I think it's different class. Listen, it's you get people that have content that's sad. They just use it for that. You have people that just want to make people laugh. You want people that make the females spill a cup of coffee over their legs when they see your video. They're like, "Oh my God, there's Paul." I don't understand. Pushing the dads, the fathers or the boyfriends at the bike. "You're not looking at my phone." She did all the females were soaking wet. Full coffee. That's full coffee.
Do you have a favourite video you've done, Jasper?
I think the ones with my kids, to be honest. I love doing the ones with my kids. But I've never really sat and watched my videos over and over again. Like once I post them, that's it. I didn't really sit and replay them. And everybody always go, "Oh, they're so funny," but then at the same time, you always doubt, like, question yourself, was that all right? Was my teeth hanging out? My teeth always hang out. I always flip my hair. Like, because I'm always agitated, so I sit there and maybe talk like a horse race, one of the horse racing commentators. Like, I speak for fun. I'm obviously like Dougie. Like, that woman is a hero. I love that woman to bits. And it's just like when you're on a live or whatever, you're speaking to different people. I'm always 100 miles an hour. And it's like without a breath. So when I do videos, I'm like, "Hey, my teeth hang out." Like, "What you did?" Took me in, boy. No, they want to say them big slabs.
Big slabs.
I mean, you've got 2 sounds though, Jasper. Like, people love you.
Aye.
Through the West, that's what I'm shocked at. Like, I'm obviously like thankful, but I'm like, what the fuck? How through there? But none of them seems to pay attention. And then like, "Oh, big Jasper," I'm like, I didn't see myself as a mad shagger. I've never even thought, I just have a laugh, man, but when it comes to it, I'm sure I get stage fright. I start beatboxing to them when it comes into pulling the trigger, and I'm like, look, I'm on a bicycle, I freeze. I basically go, rigor mortis sets in. Old rigor mortis. Is that you naked? But
I've never heard that.
I mean,
I've heard rigor mortis, but it was only in one area of my body.
I was waiting for that one.
Only one area of my body's went hard. But I don't ever watch myself back. I don't like to watch myself on TikTok. Are you laughing at, Fraser? I do.
You know have TikTok?
Yeah, I do. I'm not really, honestly, I'm not really fussed with it. I don't care if I've got 1 or 1 million followers. I just do it for me. I don't really care. But the one thing...
me too.
The one that... Yeah, all right. The one thing that brought me to you, Jasper, was your sound. Because I was like, who the hell is this guy? And everybody kept using this sound, and I'm going to have to find out who it is. And that was it. I was following you straight away. I was like, I love this big guy. He's brilliant. Working on you go.
I mean, obviously, my papa using his sound is the best one that's been ever made.
Yeah.
That's
class.
You've got old Alec, man. The man needs to be knighted, in my opinion. The man, they should have that statue in Glasgow for him, wherever he is. He says, no man should be knighted. You're doing TikToks. I wish my granddad was like, he didn't really like social media, but he was that funny. He didn't really need to let the world see how funny he was, if you get me. And But see, you look back and think, you're like, I wish I fucking had him on video half the time. Because it's class when you see it, and it's memories. Like, the funny thing is, I'm going to change the story, because there's my old man walking past me, cleaning the street. I'm sitting on this fucking...
That's excellent.
But aye, so obviously we've seen old Alec, I'm like, that's class. Because my granddad was just like him, because he's for the West, he was for Greenock. That's where all his family's from. That's where they're scarring. He's getting his ass scarred there. And he just had that quick whoosh, came with the tongue. Wow. Quick with the tongue.
Aye.
Hence the fact they picked my granny up walking past. My granny used to work in the chippy. He must have walked past Stephen. He had a fish up and he's always, whatever he's eating, he's came out and he's walked past the chippy, looked in the chippy, went away again, decided to walk back and kept staring. And my granny at first thought, what the fuck's this weirdo? What's he up to? And he'd obviously coming in. I don't know what his chat line was, but he's like, any chance you put salt and vinegar on that? Next thing, he took my granny at the back of the shop, probably poking her. I don't know what he's doing to her, but...
do you want a poker chips? Aye, but just forget the chips. Forget the chips.
Are we poking a mango?
I'll have a poker chips without the chips.
Oh, mate, it's just so. Mate, that's the matter.
But I told you, I'm glad you said salt and vinegar, because you come from an area where I hate going into a chippy. Yeah, I hate that. So I don't like brown sauce. They don't like brown sauce, so I can't have vinegar, because they don't do vinegar in chip shops through your way. It's either salt or salt and sauce.
That's obviously because he was from the West, and that's what he always used to say. He used to be like you, Paul. He used to come out and say, salt and vinegar, no salt and sauce. That's what he used to come out with. Salt and sauce? What the fuck's salt and sauce? It's always salt and vinegar.
Oh man, I just.
Where'd you get your energy for, Jasper?
Fuck nonsense. I really didn't know. It's just programmed into me. ADHD, they called it. They called it that. I just went along there and said, sorry, I thought they just looked at a bit of paper and chucked letters together. I generally thought, ADHD. I went, I'm not believing you, mate, but listen, I'll take that. And then he comes up with tablets and you need to take Ritalin. I went, what's Ritalin? He says, try them, they'll kind of calm you down a bit. I used to go to school and I took them. I swear to God, I was like, hello. I was all slow motion, mate. Everything I was doing, everything I was reacting to was too slow for my brain. I was like, what am I on? Walking to class, and obviously the teacher was like, how's your day, Jason? And it's like 3 seconds later, I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, what the fuck is this medication?
So would you say so you've got up? So yeah, I just thought you were kidding on there. So you've actually been diagnosed with ADHD.
I had ADHD, and then they've changed it now because you're an adult, they say, so they call it adult ADHD now. I'm like, fucking, so what happens when you're a pensioner? Is it old age pension ADHD? Are you just going to keep doing that? But obviously,
so what challenges did you face when you were younger then because of that? Before you were, because I'm looking, the no reason I'm asking is my wee boy has got, he's got severe issues, but they won't diagnose him, so we're having real bad issues. We can't get the diagnosis.
See, when I was like, I didn't know, like when I was young, I just used to, I was always bouncing about, always fucking, and I was always up and down, like, weird. I don't know what, mate, I was never concentrating. I was looking at 7 different things. I was, like, somebody was talking to me, I was already, my brain was away looking at 7 or 8 different things around me. Like, fucking, oh my, look at the cars, like, but still listening to what they're saying, but not really looking at them, not paying attention. I was on the move, I never sitting still. And even at class and school, I was always the one that had to show off. I always had to jump up. I had a random outburst to just jump up. It was like, not even Tourette's, but it felt like something was telling me to go up and shout something. And I had to be the centre of attention. I always had to show off. And I don't know why. Like, I could never sit and relax. I was always just had to be one of that fucking idiot of a laddie that showed off in front of everybody. And it wasn't even funny, but at the time, in my brain, I thought I was doing something brilliant. But it wasn't, because I'm now cleaning the streets. That's not a bad thing. It's a job. I love my job, but it's like I could have been something. I was always just fully carry on. And then I had my down days. I always had down days. Even as a kid, I was never used to worry about dying and that. But when I was a kid, mate, I used to sit and greet about dying. I was like, how am I thinking about death? And I was always just different things going triggering in my head. And then obviously when I witnessed death at a young age, it hit me. I was like, what the fuck? I seen my mum's ex die right in front of me. That's when my life just went right downhill after that. Just when I was about 11, 12, it just went fucking AWOL. Just everything went to shit. My mum, she used to take, obviously, the horrible stuff. She used to be on heroin. And she used to take it more and more, and we were going to school like tramps. We were just no, it was me and my sisters. My mum, my brother was at my dad's. He obviously had a new partner. He moved on. Like, so there was no space anywhere. And then it just, one time, I'm even going to sit here and lie and deny this and be embarrassed about it, but I went to a shop. It was quick save at the time. Ended up stealing pot noodles. Didn't even know how to make a pot noodle, but then I stole tomato puree. So when I ran back, ran at the shop with all these free pot noodles. Went home. My mum was a clean freak as well, but it's because of what happened. She just went right downhill. She just fucking folded downhill, mate. Everything just went to shit. The house was a mess. It was like an abandoned building. It was a big, massive house. It had about 2, 3. It had about 4 or 5 bedrooms in it. 3 tiers, like kind of brand new build at Craigmillar. And then I never knew how to make a pot noodle. I'm laughing about it now, but obviously as you get older, you realise how to make stuff. So I squeezed the tomato puree in this pot noodle and I was crushing it down with forks. And then I was like to my sisters, here, there we go. We need to eat this. I didn't know how to make it. But yeah, one of the neighbours walked past, obviously seen the state, the circumstance we were in. Within 20 minutes, mate, I'm telling you, the police, the social, everybody just came. Asked the family, asked all the family members, where are we going? Is there any space for them? No space. Wait, my dad's mum, she was like, I can only take 2. And at first, I thought they were expecting me to sit down and have a meeting at 12 or 11, 13 with my wee sisters to say, right, I'll go here with you, and the other sister can go away. And I was like, nah, wait, there's not even a question. I'll go wherever I go. You take them. I didn't care where I go. And that was when I ended up being in homes in foster care.
Wow.
So I just had to say, right, there we go. Like, I'll go where I go. I didn't care. My wee sisters are splitting up. They've been like that since I was born. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow.
When you look back at it, everybody's always got a rough story as a kid. They've always got childhood memories, that can always scar you.
Yeah.
But then I was always trying to be the funny one, mate, just blocking out what was coming at me. And I knew something was going on, but I just used to block it out with jumping about and acting silly because I didn't want to rethink my childhood. I didn't want to go back on it.
That's why this is the thing that I've been coming to terms with over the past wee while on TikTok. Things that I've been coming to terms with over my recent past and things that have happened to me and I've been in a dark place at some point in the last couple of weeks, but I've now started to realise that the harder you are that you try, the funnier you try to be, the more of the class clown you're at school. Because as I said, my upbringing, I had some serious challenges in it. Never quite as bad as care, obviously, but I had some serious challenges. Yeah. And that's the type of the class clown usually has, in school, the class clown's usually the one that's get some personal home challenges. That's it. That's what you do, and it still is, isn't it? Because when you think about it, you're still dealing with your dark past. And what is it they say? That the funniest people are holding the darkest secrets, because comedy never came from a good place.
Nah, never. Because that's why you see. There's Robin Williams, mate. The guy is an icon. He done what he done, like, but he still had demons and kept that quiet for so many years. And obviously he done what he done. Nobody even knew. The suicide prevention was massive right now. There's a lot of people taking their own lives and attempting it. It's huge. And I'm not going to lie, mate. I tried it in December, and I don't like. Listen, it sounds sick because I thought it worked, because when I was hanging, I thought that was me gone. I passed out. I thought that was me. Look, my cousin, don't know how, but he's obviously. I was on the phone to him. About an hour before, no, maybe 30 minutes before I was going to do it. I knew I was going to do it. And he said something about, obviously when I came to that, he said something about my voice. I told him to turn the car around. He's kicked my door, and my door's right off the hinges. I've woke up, he's picked me up, and I could hear ringing in the ears. And I thought, and I looked, I was like, how are you here? Like, meaning to say how you did, because I thought I was gone. And he's shouting, but I couldn't really hear him because my ears were tinging, and then I was getting my breath back, and it was coughing, and he was like, what are you doing? Why the fuck are you doing that? And I was like, I never expected to, I says, this might sound wrong, but I never expected to be here, so I didn't know how to answer your question. So I fought for ages, and it was just everything got my nightmares as a kid growing up. The nightmares were always in my head, mate. They were just attacking me more and more and more. They just kept coming at me as I'm getting older. It just kept getting worse, all the nightmares as a kid. And then no having a steady family, and then I had a steady family when I was with my missus, well, my ex, for 12 years. And I basically left her, and I felt like I walked out with my kids.
Same
like
here, mate.
The same that happened to me, mate. So I thought, I've done the same as what happened to me when I was a kid.
Yep. And
it wasn't like that, because I'm obsessed with my kids, and it's at the time I wasn't headstrong, and I just felt, fuck it. I was like, I've let everybody down. I can't get rid of the nightmares. I'm seeing all these different psychiatrists. They've diagnosed me with ADHD again and PTSD and all this, and I was like, I generally can't get rid of these thoughts in my head. And I obviously fucking went through shite. As you see, you always think the grass is greener on the other side when you leave your partner for 12 years. But that was my fault. I fell hard. Like, I'm not going to lie, I fell in love with somebody like, strongly. But it's just one of the things in life. I thought, right, pick yourself up and go again, Jason. You've been through worse. But I just couldn't get rid of the nightmares, mate. They were just coming and coming. I was waking up greeting in the middle of the night. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Aye,
How am I different for a camera? But when the camera's off me, I'm completely broke. Because you're dealing with that much shit. You don't want to open up, but you want to make everybody else smile. It's because you're no smiling inside. It's because you're holding the darkest, the hardest at times inside you, and you're fighting those demons constantly. So when you're going on TikTok or when you're going on the camera, you're wanting to make everybody else happier because you're so fucking, because you're in such a dark place. You don't want. My granny tried. My granddad Jimmy, they tried, mate. When I was young, they tried to. I stayed with them, and they did try the hardest. But I wasn't coming in for my tea. I was sleeping in stairs. I was running away. I wasn't paying attention because I was still young. So, my granny, like, I didn't want to cause any harm to her because I was stressing her out that much. So she had no other choice. I had to go back into the Oxkind's home because my granny, I was too much for her. I wasn't coming home at the time she was making put my tea out. I was just far too much, and that was because I wasn't listening, mate. I was stubborn. I was like, I'm a young laddie. I'm going to get into trouble. I'm going to do this and that. Just being me as the class clown, like as you say, the group, the people I hung about with, I was always trying to show off in front of them. But it's mad because, see, looking back at it, as older you get, I was like, I must have put my granny and old granddad Jimmy through shite that I was fucking listening to them.
It goes back to the whole thing that you feel it's rejection. So when you're younger, it's the rejection. So you feel rejected by certain individuals or groups or society as a whole. So as a person, the reason you're acting out or being the class clown or trying to get in with a certain group of people is you just want to feel part of something. And because you feel so alone, so to try and feel a part of something else, you do these behaviours in the hope that group who are laughing at you or joking with you or taking you in, you're hoping that they're going to like you, and that's what you do. You just play up, and because as I said, I admitted this in the last one. I says I'm one of the people that I need everybody to like me. When people stop liking me, or when people think bad of me, I sink inside. Like I'm one of these people. I'm like everybody must like me. I must project and everybody must love me. And when that doesn't happen, or when that's falling apart,
compliments in that, Paul. When you get compliments, I didn't know how to act to compliments, mate. I'm like, why are they saying nice things about me? Because when I used to be in foster care in homes, mate, I used to feel the love for them. But then it was only lasting 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and they were away somewhere else. I was getting another person in. So I was a bit insecure about that, and rejection was a bad thing. I couldn't take. Even now, when it's weird things, if I'm going to somebody's house and they go, right, wait a minute, 2 minutes, and they shut the door on my face, and I'm standing outside, that takes me back to my childhood. Then I used to go to my aunties and that. They used to shut the door, and my cousins were like, "Are they eating a tea?" And so it always used to just trigger me back.
Aye. Mine wasn't bad, but...
sorry. I'm going to ask Jasper what his biggest, like, what's your most, what inspires you?
The kids. Just look at how they look up to you, and you've got to realise, like, they're mine. Like they look up to me, like I did when I was young. I always looked up to my dad. So I thought to myself, I went, if they look up to me, I used to look up to my dad as a kid. You always try and be better, and try and like make them not live how you used to live. Make them have the best upbringing they can have. Obviously, I want them to stay humble and stay honest. But in my opinion, I would rather them no work. If you get me, I didn't want them to struggle to work.
Yeah. And
obviously, they have to work when they get older. But you just trying to think to yourself, what could you possibly do for your kids for them to no work? Because it's grinding away all the time on a job, which fucking gets to you.
And how do you, like, so obviously, like, you've got 2 wee twin girls, so how do you get on with, like, you know, just general things with them, like getting their hair and things, if you became a pro at doing...
I had to YouTube how to do their hair. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have a clue how to do girls' hair. I didn't know how to... Because when you've got my lad was the first one born, so he's just your lad, He's just your lad, so you know what to do. But with the girls, it was just a complete different... It was just different. It was just, wow, wait a minute here, what's going on here? And that was a funny experience. That was when we found out we were having twins. They were scanning Claire, and the midwife or whoever was doing it, I swear, then it was good news. You're breaking good news to somebody because you're having twins. She broke good news as if it was bad news. She grabbed Claire's hand and took a deep breath. She went, "Oh, I'm sorry to tell you, but there's 2 of them." So I'm laughing. Go, what do you mean? She's like, tons of, I'm sitting, I was like, no danger. I'm sitting, like, fucking hell, I've got super semen here. What? I'm sitting alpha male. I'm all buzzing about this. Claire's sitting green at the time. And I turned around to the woman and I went, by the way, what a way to break good news. I said, I'd be scared if I was sitting next to you to break bad news to see how you would act. That was good news, and the way you acted was bad. But it was good. So I'm walking at the scanning place, high-fiving everybody. That's me. I'm like knuckling guys and that. The guys are saying,
I'm getting super sperm. I'm getting super sperm. Two for one.
I'm fist pumping everybody walking out. Fist pump, even guys that are greeting. I don't know what they were greeting for, but I'm like, mate, give me your hand, fist pump.
I'll tell you why, because they were with the woman for 5 minutes. She's turned up pregnant and they just know their life is over.
Aye, no.
It's a joke, by the way. It's a joke, I'm kidding.
No. I get. Listen, mate, it was just the best feeling. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as to get tell, like, you're having twins as a guy, you're like, fucking, I'm doing bits. Yeah.
It reminds me of that time. That time my pal went into the ward, right, and the doctor comes out and says to him, "Wow, you've just your wife's just given birth to 5 beautiful boys," and he's like, "I know. That's because I've got a cock the size of a chimney." And the doctor says to him, "Well, you want to get it cleaned out then?" I don't know if I can say this joke. I'm just stopping there. In fact, I don't know if I can get away with saying that joke. Can you say that joke? Because it's... We'll come back, right?
We'll come back.
Just leave it there. I'm trying to use that.
Oh, every time, Paul. Every time.
We're so close.
There's always one.
But
We were so close.
No, you had to come in.
Every time, Jasper, he always lowers it. Always.
How many people ask you about your laugh, Jasper? Because everybody asks me about your laugh all the time.
Everyone, I know. I done the hashtag Jasper's laughing. It's went to 1.5 million or something like views.
Aye.
So I was quite blown away, and I'm like, I laugh. Obviously, when you hear other people's laugh, a laugh can get somebody going, even though the joke's not funny. But if you go one of these laughs, it just automatically takes over. And when you do laugh, I sometimes hear it. He's my CD at times, but it doesn't really, just normal. I couldn't have vision myself laughing any other way, like like people just laugh funny, mate. Like Frank Bruno, you heard his laugh, he's like Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's the same. Eddie Murphy's the same. All their laughs are, they're massive. Like, I don't know. It's just fucked.
Oh fuck! Oh man, I can't believe I said that. Sorry, Fraser. Well, we'll just keep it in because I never said the bit that was a dodgy bit, so we'll just keep it in. Aye, so everybody.
You say sorry, Fraser, but every week I need to listen to it as well.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying sorry to him because he needs to try and edit it out. But right, so you know how everybody's got a bit of a trademark, can't they? Paula, what's your trademark? Know how everybody does something different for everybody else in their videos? What is yours? What would you say yours is? Like Jandy Andy is a.
Oh, it's man crush. Man crush.
It's happening TikTok.
Aye, what's happening TikTok? Yeah, that's
Jasper's is his laugh, and mine's is my pout. What's yours?
Oh, mine's is probably my eyebrows, isn't it? Like, I get so much.
Oh, aye.
It's probably got to be right. I actually drew them on thinner today. You didn't even notice. That shows.
All the other ones, like the Bob Brothers and that, they're all. See them. Like, I wouldn't care if my TikTok, like the account's got Thanos. You see, being in that, with them, like, obviously with the Bob Brothers, yourself, Paul, all these. It's just the people that I've met. I'm like fucking unreal. Scotty Dog, Miko, Captain Morgan, Andy Finlay, Big Andy. There's Jandy. All them. Honestly, man. Like even Little Chicken and that. Speak to him. They're fucking just generally just revel. Baldy Scotsman. I watched him first. Kelly Mulligan. Yourself, Paula. Who else is there? There's that many that to rattle off, to be honest. Ducky's just... I'm Ducky's biggest fan. It's mental. Like, I fucking love that woman.
She's amazing, isn't she?
Edinburgh that time when you done the TikTok.
What's that?
Remember you done the TikToks with her
my dad met Amanda. Honestly, my dad, and then the first time we met her, he went in with a kiss. I went, easy, that. Still got to be on his stepmom, yeah. She's just so weird, but on man, like, who else is in that chat? I didn't want to miss anybody's names because they're all just fucking great. Brad, the Angry Scotsman, first his video, his very first one went viral with his wife. Was it something to do? You want some food? No, just eat. That was fucking unreal, man.
That was brilliant. That one.
And, how many people have used that sound now? How many people have used that sound?
So many people. Like,
Lee Griffiths still used it as well, didn't he? He done it.
He used it. There's a few, mate. Like, he's fucking. That was mad. That blew up. And obviously, Roger, Captain Morgan, was like, do your own sounds. And when you see what's happening, it's this person. They just come out with their name, what's happening, it's Jasper. I thought, no, you can't do that. I just thought that was a wee bit too cringy.
You know how
not
hard
cringy,
it
but
was?
just...
It was so hard to tell my papa to do that. So I was like, you need to say what's happening. It's Jasper suck my banger. And he's like, and what's a banger? And I'm like, that. I don't know. It's an Edinburgh thing. And then he's like, and then about an hour later, he was like, I know what it is. It's a hat. And I'm like, it's a hat, Papa. It's a hat.
It's a hat. You should have told old Alec it was a hat.
I loved that sound. That was my favourite one to do. I'm not going to lie. As soon as that went into the group chat when I was in it, and I came straight out it, and the first thing I done was had to go and do that video because I loved it. It's my favourite. It's my favourite saying in the planet. It's my favourite sound. I'm not going to lie.
What's happening? I had to laugh. I was like, I can't hold the laughing. I didn't want to. I generally just try to be normal when I laugh, mate. Like in my head, my head was just full of corona. What's happening? It's Jasper suck my man, and the laugh just came from there. I was like, I couldn't control it. I buckled.
No, I was buckled at. See your live the other day.
What?
Your live with Sapling.
Oh, what up there, wee Dylan, mate? I'm telling you, that wee guy, he is the funniest wee guy. The guy is that wee Sapling in 69. What a great wee guy he is, mate. I've met him in person, picked him up. He's just generally a funny wee guy, mate. And his TikToks are just that's how he gets his followers or his content. The way he acts, mate, he's just different class. And people think he's just been a wee prick, but he's not, mate. He's just trying to have a laugh with people, and he didn't need to take life too serious.
Well, Jasper, it was absolutely brilliant speaking to you. No doubt we'll just pick up from where we left off the next time.
Aye,
we do it.
100%. Thanks for having me on, Fraser.
I know what it is.
And Paula and Paula.
I was going to say what you thank Fraser for.
I know.
He's
the man in the mic.
I don't get in.
I'm the talent here.
I just sit
I'm
in
the
the corner.
talent here.
It's a Paula and Paul show. We are smashing it.
It's me. I make them
Fraser-
sound good. That's what it is. That's what my
Fraser's the producer. Paul, what is it you do? What is it you do in this podcast anyway? Because I'm the good-looking talent, right? Fraser's the producer.
I organise the guests.
Paula's a
I
heartbeat.
make sure you get there on time.
Paula the
Paul is the executive assistant.
Paula,
Oh, you're gonna get it doing.
Paula, you're the heartbeat. And Paul and Fraser are just they're just the arteries. They're the arteries of the heartbeit. Come on,
Aye, that's
come on, you need
Paul.
to get it through that.
Very true.
I'm the boner. No
You're
arteries.
the boner. Hello,
Oh,
section. Put that in my mouth.
Yes.
Hey,
Fucking
Jasper,
love it,
see
man.
your catchphrase and we'll say cheery bye then and we'll do a part 2.
Well, yeah, shit. Nah, what's happening is Jasper, suck my banger. Yum.